YouTube! What's going on, guys? You may notice this client looks a little bit different than the client that you're used to. And that's because this is Magic the Gathering Online. This is not Arena. This is a client that was developed in, 1998? They've made some changes along the way, for sure. They've definitely made some improvements. But the reason that we are looking at this client today and this particular deck list in front of you that you may not know what any of these cards do, we're going to go over them, is because we are playing Modern. I did, in one of my recent videos, I had asked you guys what format that you guys wanted to see, if we maybe branched out and did some other stuff that wasn't just Standard, because, to be honest with you, Standard's getting kind of stale right now. It really is just Solve. Prowess is the best deck by far, so wanted to try and see if we could explore some different options here. And I gotta say, Tarkir Dragonstorm has made a huge impact on Modern, more than I probably could have ever imagined. Any set in recent memory that I can think of, I can't really remember a set that has impacted an Eternal format like Modern as much as Tarkir Dragonstorm has. And the card that you see on your screen, Stormscale Scion, that's the one that we're sort of building around here. And we do have the full 4 copies. So the idea here, this is, for folks who haven't seen this before, Belcher. Now the concept with Belcher, you might look at this deck list and say, well, Doomwake, there's no lands. How are you casting your spells? It's just these interesting, funny things called modal double-faced cards, where they count as non-lands in your deck, right? Because they count as the spell half on the front, but you can play them on the backside as lands. You have 12 that enter the battlefield untapped for 3 life, Shatterskull, Pinnacle Monk, and Sundering Eruption, and then you have 8 that enter the battlefield tapped, Spikefield, and Valakut. So math checks out, grand total of 20 lands in the deck, which might sound a little low, but your curve is pretty low, and you are just you really only need 2 mana to start going off with Storm. So you have Strike It Rich, which is 1 mana, make a treasure, helps you accelerate your mana. You have a whole bunch of rituals, Desperate and Pyretic. For intents and purposes, they do the same thing. 2 mana, make 3. But when they are discounted with Ruby Medallion, it's 1 mana, make 3. So if you have Medallion in play, these are plus 2 mana on the turn that you are trying to cast a bunch of them. Manamorphose, which is with Ruby Medallion, plus 1 mana, draw a card. So more ways to make a bunch of mana. And you have the Stormscale Scion. This is sort of the top end, where you make a bunch of mana with rituals. When you're casting the rituals, that's upping the storm count. You eventually Scion for, 4 or 5. You don't even really need a very high number of dragons. Say you do it for 4, right? This is the 4th spell you've cast. You make 4 dragons. They are all 4/4s that pump other dragons +3/+3. So you have 4 7/7s. That's 28 damage right there. And that's only 4 spells. And then you have Bitter Reunion, which is 2 mana enchantment, 1 to sacrifice to give all of your creatures haste until end of turn. So you can play the Scion, and if you have 1 mana left over, you don't even need to pass the turn. You just kill them in the same turn. Now, as the name suggests, Belcher, we do have a card called Belcher in our deck. This is an artifact. It's a wonky card, but basically you reveal cards from your library until you hit a land. Well, we don't have any lands. So we reveal our entire library to our opponent, and then the Belcher deals damage equal to any target equal to the number of cards that we revealed. So if we have a 40 card library, we activate the Belcher, deal them 40 damage, because again, we don't have lands. And then the other kind of this is, I guess, the big ritual in this deck, Irencrag Feat. This is a 4 mana card that adds 7 red. So if you're thinking of math, it is plus 3 mana. The catch is that you can only cast 1 more spell this turn. What's nice about this is that, say even if you don't have a Ruby Medallion, right? You play Irencrag, that's 7 mana, right? If you have, say, a Bitter Reunion in play from a previous turn, 7 mana from Irencrag Feat is 6 for Scion, plus 1 for Activate Bitter Reunion. So it kind of works perfectly, just the way the numbers all work out, that you can just do that all in one turn as well. You get a couple of Blood Moons for defense and a couple of Glimpse the Impossibles to just filter and find some more cards that way. And then onto the sideboard, you have Cleansing Wildfire, because we got to be prepared for the mirror match. It turns out if you're playing against somebody who doesn't have basic lands, this card's pretty good. It's just 2 mana, destroy target land, draw a card. Not bad against opposing decks that have Goblin Charbelcher. Pyroclasm for Boros Energy, Meltdown for Affinity, Defense Grid for those pesky control mages, Guttural Response, again, sort of like the 5th Defense Grid in a weird way, and then a basic Mountain. And you might ask yourself, why are we playing a Mountain in our deck? Don't we want to not have lands in our deck for Belcher? Well, against people who are playing a lot of Cleansing Wildfires, and to a lesser extent, Boseiju Who Endures, you want to make sure that you have a way to, like, a land that you can find so that you're not giving them those free Stone Rains. So that's kind of the idea there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck tech. This is an interesting and different take on the Goblin Charbelcher decks that have been popular in Modern over the past year, honestly, at this point. And yeah, different take. Wanted just kind of like a mix between Belcher and Storm. And I thought that was kind of cool. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys want to see some more Modern content? And with all of that said, I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. All right, play first. Okay, so this hand is 3 lands, Strike It Rich, Feat, Glimpse, Scion. I think it's good enough. I think this is good enough on the play. On the draw, I probably would mull this hand. I'm actually going to lead on Valakut Awakening, though. Yeah, that's a good point. Mono blue Belcher is much more like a control deck that just randomly has Belcher as its win condition. It's not really that fast, you know. Yeah, Cleansing Wildfire for the mirror match. And just in case, like, you know, Tron, Eldrazi, stuff like that. I mean, what if you run into the Belcher mirror match? You got to make sure, like, you're prepared. You got to cover all your bases. Prowess. Yo, any Spikefield Hazards? I would accept. Aw. Can I do the thing this turn? 1, 2... No. But next turn, let me tell you. Next turn, you are going to get cooked. And by cooked, I mean I'm going to bake 3 dragons and hope that's good enough. Which is kind of like cooked, right? Blood Moon is a good card in this deck. Because, you know, all of your lands, it actually is a benefit a lot of the time because your lands come into play untapped no matter what. But the thing about Blood Moon is that there's actually just not a ton of decks where you want Blood Moon against. Like bad against Prowess, bad against Boros. Not that great against Black-White. It's like fine against Eldrazi, but they could easily play through it. So it's just not that good of a card in the metagame right now. Is 3 dragons enough? How did they beat them? It's a good point. I don't know how they beat 3 6/6s. Yeah, all right, I'm in. Let's do it. I'm in. That's true. This is just lethal damage. Wait. Okay, I was going to say, should I have kept this in hand as a falter, but it's without flying anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. They just make a bunch of tokens. Well, their tokens are unable to block my Stormscale Scions. Do you think these dragons care about a little sword? a little sword next to a scroll. Dragons do not care about swords. You know, come on. I mean, I feel like from this board state, with me at 17 and them having 2 lands in play, and only 1 prowess creature, I feel like it's pretty hard for them to get 17 damage. Maybe not, but if this was a Swift Spear, I would agree with you. It's a little more likely, but this, like, being capped on the amount of damage it can deal, I think is decent-ish. It makes it harder for them to kill me. I'm just not going to block. Yeah, I guess what they can do is they can just, like, post-combat get Delirium and then have a chump blocker. Why are they bolting this? Well, now they just die, right? Could we have gotten another by playing land untapped and glimpsing? I don't think so, right? If I cast Glimpse, I'm -3 mana. I mean, I could have gambled and tried to glimpse into rituals, but yeah, we would have missed. Because the glimpse would put us down 3 mana. This would only make this is only +1, so we wouldn't have had enough. All right, Pyro in, Blood Moon out. Do you think they have Cleansing Wildfire? I sure hope not. Let's do this. How do I beat Consign? That's a really good question. Let me get back to you on that. I don't have an answer for you. I hadn't really thought about that. Sounds good, right? Keep it like this. Well, the other Storm decks don't really care about Consign because they just flash back Past in Flames and then flash back the Grape Shot. But we can't do that because we're not playing Past in Flames. So Consign is a lot better against this deck. Because we don't really, like, once we get Consigned, we don't have another way to have a big payoff. Unless we somehow have just, you know, like 6 mana floating, which is pretty unlikely for us to get to 10 mana. Yeah, I should have boarded in Defense Grid. I think you're right. I think you are probably right about that. I kind of forgot about Consign, to be honest. All right, give me Belcher. See, I found the answer on how to beat Consign. Kill them when they're tapped out. What if we just did that? Because that's a possibility. Yeah, Consign can stifle Storm. I guess we would have a 4/4 flyer. Belcher? 1, 2, 3. We only have 5 mana. I mean, we have to assume we're dead next turn, right? We have to go for it. So we lead Manamorphose. But we only have 5 mana currently. We need to find a Ruby Medallion or any other ritual would get us to 6. Yeah, there's no other alternative, right? There's no way we're not dead next turn. All right, YOLO. Come on, dealer. Fuck. Well, actually, that's not that bad, is it? That might buy us a turn. All right, I'm in. And then just play this tapped. All right, go. They have 3 in hand. I mean, the whole point of casting the Manamorphose was trying to find a ritual to cast the Scion. I didn't know what the top card of my library was going to be. I could have shocked. I guess I could have done that. I could have shocked and then kept the treasure in play. That might have been fine. Would you rather be at 9 life with a treasure in play Probably. Yeah, I probably would be. The treasure is almost certainly more valuable next turn. Uh-oh. Yo, chill out over there. This puts me to 4. That's a lot of damage. I don't know if I have any outs now. It's certainly not that. Yeah, we're just dead. All right, game 3. Game 3. All right, chat, what do you want to cut for defense grid? Because I don't disagree with you that it is quite good against consign, but I don't know what I want to cut. I cut reunion. I guess on the play we don't really need to haste them, is what you're thinking. Like if we go turn 2, you know, turn 2 make 5 6/6s or whatever, like, or 5 7/7s. That's probably good enough. I'm down to try it. Is that over sideboarding though? Pyroclasm and defense grid? It might be. Let's try it. Let's try it. Yeah, honestly, maybe Pyroclasm is the card that I shouldn't have against them. It feels weird to not board in Pyroclasm against prowess, but I just don't think it's that good against them. Not only is it very easy for them to rebuild with Cutter, if they have a mutagenic or a lava dart, they can just counter your Pyroclasm. So it's just not really where you want to be, you know? It's not it. Yeah, it doesn't kill DRC. I'm gonna do this. Stands too slow, right? Seems too slow. Better? Yeah, this is better. Turn 2 Medallion. Put back second Awakening. If this hand can find like a second Ritual, we can go turn 3 triple Scion. A person who is among the first to explore or settle a new country or area. Verb. Develop or be the first to use or apply. There you go. That's what Pioneer is. Noted. Looking at some cards today, have some interesting ones that'll be rotating in September unless we get reprints before then. Laydown, Loran, Temp Lockdown, Sunfall, Mastermind, Jace, Cut Down, Throw. Yeah. I did that the other day too. The reason that I looked through the cards that were rotating is because I want to sell them. So I went through my collection and found like a giant stack of cards that were rotating, and I plan on selling in Hartford. Some of them are kind of expensive. Did you know that Gwenna Eyes of Gaia is $5? Selling that. Fairy Mastermind is $14. Out of here. I definitely waited too long on Gix, though. I had a playset of Gixes that I was going to sell before rotation last year because they were like 30, and now they're 5. So I waited a little bit too long on those. I don't know. EDH. I have the whole stack here. Just like everything that's rotating that is more like $5 or more that I don't need and I don't plan on ever playing again. Got a Mother of Machines. I'm not going to play it in Modern. Relic of Legends. $4 uncommon, by the way. Even this sort of Fortune Frontier. $5. I don't want to sell these, but you know, they're $12 right now, and I can't imagine Pain Lands holding value when they rotate because they're only playable in one format. Honestly, Relic will probably go up. Really? For EDH? I guess. How many people play... I guess... I was going to ask how many people play Relic of Legends in EDH, but the answer is it's probably in every deck. Right? Because it's colorless and it works with Legends. So, yeah. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. The answer is not enough. So, defense grid, tap land, pass. All right, go. Make 2 dragons. How? I only have 4 mana. Even with the discount, this costs 5. Untap land. Tapped. Tapped. Next turn, I can make 2 dragons. I would like to make 3, though. 3 would be the preferred number. Is Modern fun again? I don't know. I haven't decided. We've been playing for a couple hours, but I didn't play a very good deck the first league. That Jeskai deck was not very good. I'm not sure, Eccles. Maybe they changed it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Am I dead? I'm dead to mutagenic growth. Bro, just cast it. Dude, what are you doing? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I like how they just waited 10 minutes to do this. All right, I'm a 1. Playing around Force of Rage. There's a defense grid in play! I literally can't cast any spells. Maybe they don't have a spell. Go. Your turn. Yeah. This is why I don't like MTGO, by the way. All right, I'm dead. There's a defense grid in play. I literally can't do anything. It's just like, there's no need to play that slow. This hand's good. Doomwake wins. Word. My hand was good, man. Come on. What are we doing? They just mulled the 5 and they're off it. My hand's good again. Don't concede. Don't do it. You better not concede. Don't you dare. Okay. Classic Tron player. Oh, I see. That's why they conceded. Because they knew I was playing Belcher. Okay. Go. Devilish Greg, thank you for the prime. Appreciate that. Ooh, no turn 3 Tron? You sure about that? Can I kill them? Not quite, right? No, not even close. All right, well, I mean, I guess I'll play this. Am I dead? I heard I was playing Scales. That is not true. They could Karn me. I wouldn't like that, but they could Karn me. There's nothing they could have here, right? I can't think of anything. 5. I mean, this is just free. I might as well do it. It might look like I'm trolling them, but...
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything. I'll just do it. Oh, they could have Disruptor Flute. They don't have Disruptor Flute. Warping Whale. Warping Whale does not stop Goblin Charbelcher. What is this? They're casting a spell. Okay, let him cook. Let him cook. I take 3 more. So I go to 11, and then if they K-command for 2, if they chain all 4 K-commands, is that enough for lethal? 11. The next one's for 3. No, it'd only be 6 more, right? Oh, yeah, they could have whaled the Irencrag feat. That's true. They could have done that, yeah. That's a good point. So I guess I just didn't even need to cast the Irencrag feat. I had enough mana without it. Hmm. 2 Scions? This hand's real sketchy. I kind of want to keep. I'm not going to. Better, I think? Yeah, this is a little bit better. I heard other people were having that issue too on MTGO. I don't know if they disabled the replay feature or whatever, but I've heard other people that were having issues with viewing replays. Have they addressed that on their Twitter page? I haven't seen anything, but that's like, that is the second time I've heard somebody say that. Really? Did they? I could have sworn you could still watch replays. That kind of sucks. Oh, God. Now, this is magic, baby. This is what we like to call magic as Garfield intended. This is great. All right. Go. Thankfully, we do have 4 Cleansing Wildfire for the mirror match. The issue is they probably also have 4 Cleansing Wildfire. Oh, they disabled it with the lag spikes. Okay. This card is also really fucked up in the mirror, just casting it. Okay, should we assume that we're dead next turn? Yes, I think. 1, 2, 3. I only have 5 mana. What can I even do with 5 mana? Nothing, right? I mean, I guess I could play a Belcher, right? Just Belcher pass. At least do this. But I gotta assume I'm dead next turn. All right, 2, 3, 4. Reunion 2 floating. +1 is 3. Just doesn't get us anywhere. Does not really get us anywhere. Okay. Well, I mean, I might have lethal next turn. Next turn, huh? He says. What is this next turn you speak of? You just ate a bunch of spicy Dan noodles. What's the over-under on my stomach being okay? 69%. But I'll take the under. Yeah, they might just show me a bunch of dragons. I kind of don't want them to show me their dragon, though. Whoa, nothing? Oh. Didn't expect nothing. All right, quick mana count. 2 medallion. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I could glimpse with 3 floating. How good is glimpse with 3 floating? I could hit feet plus Belcher. I mean, I'm gonna go for it, right? Like, we didn't come here to not cast spells. What are you talking about? I don't know what's in their hand, but yeah, this is the Blood Moon matchup. Not great. Not great, not gonna lie. Okay, so ritual ritual then awakening for 2. Then awakening with 2 floating. Or I guess 3 with the treasure. 2, 3, 4 mana. I have not played a land yet. Zemo, thank you for the Prime sub. 3 months. Welcome back. So I guess we glimpse. Glimpse and hope we hit double ritual. Right? Because right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, which is not enough to cast dragon. Hold. Well, those aren't rituals. Well, you see, I guess we can still just do this, right? Just pull up one of their lands. I don't know. Go. Your turn. Yeah, we do have mana next turn. But the problem is I don't have any other spells to cast, right? So even with mana next turn, I'm not sure I can really do anything. Like I can play a dragon. I guess I can go Blood Moon in the dragon. But that's only 10, right? Just play a 4/4 and they die. I mean, they're at 14. I am going to Hartford, yeah. What's up with this Storm deck? It's just got new cards, so it's new and flashy and people want to try it. I don't think it's better than regular Storm, but it's new, so. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Oh yeah, Strike It Rich is what? -1 mana? So. I mean, if we draw any spell, we probably have lethal. But I assume we're dead, so. Probably not going to get a turn. Yeah, we're dead to dragons. Dragon D's nuts. Given that they discarded a Stormscale Scion, I think that means we're dead. Unless they misclicked. Okay. Just unnecessary. Oh, I see. Okay. They just wanted to show me that they had both win conditions. Cool. Thanks. I see how it is. that was good. That was good. I like that. I like the part when they still had all these to me. All right. They sideboarded pretty quickly, so that might be they don't have Cleansing Wildfire. All right, walk me through this hand. See, the problem with this hand is that it doesn't do anything, but it doesn't do nothing. Does that make sense? I think it's good. I think it's good. I think I'm going to keep it. It just looks weird, but I think it's good. The basic bounded hand is awkward. Well, I think it's... Well, yeah, I guess that's true. Like, having this in the opener is really awkward, because if they do have Cleansing Wildfire, then I'm just fucked. But, yeah. Yeah, it's awkward, but it's also not awkward. That makes sense, right? I don't know if we're going to have time to cast Valakut Awakening. I'm playing this as a land. Are there standard decks I can show off my foil Sword of Forge and Fire with? I mean, it's colorless. You can just put it in any deck you want, you know? You could put it in your blue-white control deck, you know? My hand didn't change. What the fuck? I could have turned 2 Stone Rained him. I don't know if that was better. Just go Ritual Eruption. Ooh. I don't know why I oohed over that. Hmm. I could try and do stuff. Could try and play the game. I don't know if I want to do that. Playing the game kind of sucks. I think I just go untap land, blow up one of their lands. I mean, I guess the other option could be Ritual Sundering Eruption, play the Spikefield as a tap land, just so if I miss, I can Eruption them again next turn. Start with Medallion, Manamorphose. Yeah, that's another line too, right? If I go Medallion, Manamorphose, and Brick, I can just cast the other Eruption. But then I do have to play one of these as a land. Maybe that's fine. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I didn't want to give up the third Eruption, but it's probably okay. Cool. Okay, well, I guess I can just do this now, right? Get this draws a card. Haha! Well, you want to do it again? I'm in. Fuck it, I'm in. This is just good quality Magic. Just excellent quality Magic. Are we having fun? I'm having a good time. I don't know about you. Oh, well, that's less fun. They're just fucking dead. That's not as fun. Come on, man. Isn't this matchup really awesome? Isn't it great? There's so much counterplay, and there's so much interaction between the two players where you're blowing up each other's lands. Just good, clean Magic. This is a turn 2. No, because I have a fucking tap land. God damn it. Give me an untap land. This hand's insane if we draw an untap land. Yeah, you see, the problem with Modern is that it's just a little too much fun. There's too much interaction in these decks. We need people to play less interaction. That's how we fix the game. If everybody in a Modern tournament was playing Goblin Charbelcher, the game would be better, okay? Don't at me. Okay, I mean, that kills them next turn, but there may not be a next turn. I have to hope their hand is a lot worse than mine is. True. Yeah, if you want to play interaction, just play the other Belcher deck. Yo, chill. Are they going to Stone Rain me? Stop! Stop! No! No! Oh, wait, I can beat that. Hold on, I can beat that. My dragons will be bigger than theirs, I think, right? This game's going to be awesome. It's going to be a sick-ass game. In before Burst of Speed. Yeah, they can't Stone Rain me. Ooh. Well, I guess that doesn't work with the Irencrag feat. All right. How do we sequence this? So if I go, do I have enough? Can I go ritual, medallion, ritual, ritual? I can, right? So ritual up to 3, medallion down to 1, ritual up to 3, ritual up to 5, wildfire down to 4, feet, and then do the thing. I think that's the best I can do, right? Yeah, okay. We could find something to cast off the wildfire before we cast the Irencrag feat. Yeah, it's at least 4 dragons. I can guarantee you it's at least 4 dragons. That's 1 more dragon. 6. So I have 8 dragons. All right. I have 8. They have 6. Now, the question is, how does this game end? Because neither of us are going to ever have profitable attacks. So, like, where does the game go from here? I can't guess both because of Irencrag feat. All right, Tunneling Cat with a song request. Because Irencrag has text. It says you can only cast 1 more spell this turn. Now, this is a fucking board state. This is peak modern right here, folks. If you came to the stream for peak modern gameplay, I have delivered. Oh, they're just dead, right? 3, 6. Oh, that's less fun. They're just dead. Yeah. Okay. That's less fun. I didn't realize that 2 unblock was lethal. Do I have good attacks? Well, yeah. 2 get through, they take 22 and they just die. That's less fun. All right, play first. A Juanlander. God. If I was in the draw, this would be the fastest keep in the entire world. But I think on the play, I'm going to ship it. This is a lot worse, but sure. This hand at least technically has 2 mana, right? I bought a ticket to my first show in a very long time the other day. In July, I think it is. It's We Came as Romans, After the Burial, and Currents. I didn't see Currents the last time they came around, and I was very upset at myself that I didn't do that, because Currents is fucking awesome. How can I play this game? This is MTGO, Andrea. I've never seen After the Burial either. They have some really good tracks. I need to see when Plotted You is coming around again. They just did a tour recently, but I missed the show because I had other plans that day and I wanted to go see them so bad. But they put on a hell of a live show too. Toot! Yeah, Spirit Box. I would like to go see Spirit Box. I've seen Dying Wish once. It was when they opened for Counterparts. It was See You Space Cowboy, Dying Wish, and then they both opened for Counterparts. That was a good show. See You Space Cowboy is really good too. I mean, it just has to be Medallion here, right? And then hope that we like Manamorphose into a ritual. Yeah, they were really good live. If they have Boseiju, we cry. Yeah, it's like there's no way I'm beating a Boseiju. I don't think I can afford to play around it though. My hand just, I can't win if I don't cast the medallion this turn. Like I don't have a chance. Also, if they had Boseiju, they could also just kill my land too, right? I don't care about that. Well, given that I have the Scion, I don't care about that. I mean, I'm gonna care about it next turn. Okay. So surely Manamorphose first. We need to find at least a ritual. That's a land. Does that count? Okay. So here's a question for you. Is 3 dragons enough? Because right now, I can just go untap land, Irencrag Feat, Scion. I don't know if 3 dragons is enough. It might be. They'd be, what, 6/6s? It's 2? No, it's 3, because it's Feat and then the Scion. It's the 3rd spell. Yeah, but the problem is if I miss, I lose. Right? If I reunion and miss on a ritual, I die. Yeah, that's a good point, too. They can also just get bridge. So the dragons aren't even good enough if they get bridge. So I guess we just have to cast the reunion. Yeah, and find a ritual. Ritual. Discard this. That's not a ritual. Well, now we have to reunion into double ritual, right? No, I guess just one would do it, right? Because then we go land, ritual, 3 feet, this, 1 minute. Yeah, okay. So 1 ritual would still do it. Hold! Let's go! Peak. It's peak. God, this deck is so based. I fucking love this deck. Do you think opponents aware? Do you think they're like, haha, idiot, I'm just going to go get Ensnaring Bridge next turn? I mean, that might be what they're thinking to themselves, but I could double haste, yeah. There's no reason to do that, but okay. Eldrazi. L_Drazi. I mean, I don't mind the wildfires, but I don't know what I want to cut. Maybe some of the draw spells. Is wildfire even that good against them? Like, especially on the draw? I'm not sure that it is. Yeah, Glimpse is not great. I could see cutting Glimpse. Just like shave those, maybe shave 1 Strike It Rich. No, I don't want to cut a Strike It Rich. Could shave. What's my next weakest card? Like a Bitter Reunion, maybe? But I also kind of want to keep the Bitter, all of them, because if they have Karn, we kind of need to set up Dragon plus Haste. Let's just do 2 for 2. Let's not bring in more than 2. It's like, I could see spots where Wildfire is good, but I don't know if it's a card that I want to draw every game, or that I want to draw multiple copies of. Yeah, see, like, obviously have 2 in my opener. Is this hand even good? This is why I didn't want the wildfires, by the way. It's like, I have 2 of my sideboard cards, and I don't even know how good they are. Like, this hand has no fast mana. I mean, I'll try it, but I don't think it's that good. Yeah, I know Glimpse would be terrible. I'm not trying to tell you that Glimpse is better than Wildfire in this spot, but I'm just saying that, like, you know, I'd rather have like a fucking Ren's Resolve or something. Just some random cantrip, you know? Okay, Wildfire's looking a little bit better. I mean, I didn't know they had this card. Wait, they're oh shit, they're playing fucking Consign? Oh, we didn't know that. They didn't show us blue mana last game. Oh, are they gonna Myco spawn for a Ghost Quarter? I didn't board in the mountain. Chad, I didn't board in the mountain. Why didn't you tell me to board in the mountain? Alright, well, we're dead. I kind of forgot that they could Myco spawn for Ghost Quarter. Kind of fucked up. I will say, not every Eldrazi list has been playing Ghost Quarter. Some of them have cut it, but... You don't have another Myco spawn, do you? Card I can beat. Okay. Sure. They have no blue mana up. 2 cards in hand, huh? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if we can afford to Stone Rain them. I think we just have to Ruby Medallion and cross our fingers. Yeah. I mean, obviously it sucks if they have like World Breaker to kill the Medallion or something, but like if I Stone Rain them, they get a basic. They still have 7 mana. Like I can't keep them off 7 mana next turn. So we just have to do this and hope. Yeah, we can beat basically every other payoff though, right? Like Devour where we don't care about, Ugin we don't care about. They can't cast Emrakul. Kozilek's Command we don't care about. The only card we care about is World Breaker. Ooh. Okay, I get their blue source first, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I want to cut them off Consign. I doubt they have a basic island, right? Seems unlikely. There's no way you can fit a basic island in here. Okay, good. So, second main. And we should just have this. I think. Easy. What else is expensive? I already have that. I have Pyretics, Desperates, and Manamorphoses already. I guess Scion might be expensive. Smashing is only $7. That's not that expensive. God, this hand is so close. I'm gonna ship it on the play though. 1 mana short from Greatness. Well, this is 2 mana short from Greatness. I mean, best hand I've seen so far. Do it like this. Just draw payoff 5-head. I think I might already have Valakut Awakenings from Pioneer too. Like, what am I even missing? I have Spikefields, I have Strikes, I have Blood Moons, all the uncommon lands, I have Awakenings. I'm only missing Scions, Smashings. That's it. I think I own every other card besides Scion and Smashing. I mean, that's kind of fucked up. Who plays Thoughtseize? What kind of psychopath plays Thoughtseize? I mean, it makes sense to take the Medallion, because if they take a land and I draw another land, it's so bad for them. Valakut Awakenings were the card that surprised me the most on price. How much are Awakenings? Oh, shit. Valakut Awakening is like $12? Yo, jeez. Okay, so we Manamorphose to try and find a land. Ooh. I mean, you have to go for it, right? There's no reason to cast this Glimpse, because I have to use... If I cast the Glimpse, I have to use a ritual anyways. But we do need to find an untapped land or a ritual, right? Glimpse and combo next turn. The problem with Glimpse is I have to use one of my... No! Fucking hell, man. I would have drawn it too. The issue with Glimpse is I already have to use one of the rituals, right? So I'm down a ritual. I would have had 3 Scions in play. That's 3, 4, 5. I guess if I had drawn another ritual, I would have still had enough mana, but I didn't know I was drawing this, right? I don't even know how I win this game from here. I don't think I can. I'm gonna wait one turn. Ruby, Valakut, Scion, Shatterskull. I already have the rubies and the Valakuts. You want to see the medallions that I have? I splurged on medallions. They're not in there. They're in a box somewhere. Here. Do I have a deck list for this to share? Exclamation point deck. Well, no, I just have the Storm deck already built. I had Ruby Storm built. Check these medallions out. Ja, you're gonna like these. It's pretty obvious, right, what they are. All right, you win, dude. I quit. Do we have anything for black-white? I don't know if any of this stuff is good against them. Yeah, but I don't really know if Pyroclasm is what the games are about. Like, do I care about their creatures for the most part? I mean, I guess it's better than Blood Moon. Could do like this, maybe. Blood Moon does nothing. Oh, the mountain, right? I forgot they had Phantom. Yeah, I should have boarded the mountain. I forgot they had Phantom. That was my bad. Ooh. Well, actually, this has the upside of killing them on turn 2 if I draw an untapped land. Yeah, fuck it, I'm in. This matchup is so bad that I think you have to keep hands like this. And just high roll. You want red? I can give you red. Red for Belcher. That's more like pink, though. Hold on. It's not quite red. That's closer to red. Ow! Yeah, but they'll fuck up and take the ritual. I guess I don't know which one's better to take between these two. Yeah, I mean, you just got to keep hands like this. Okay. So I can cast a Belcher with 1 land in play. Is that good? I have no idea. I mean, it would have been nice if they didn't cast Thoughtseize, obviously. What if I just Bitter Reunion, discard Belcher? I could also just do nothing and hope to draw another Irencrag feat. I think Reunion hit land is better than just passing. Okay, well, Reunion don't hit a land is worse than Reunion hit a land, I guess. F. I mean, that was my fault for not boarding in the mountain, right? That one's on me. Hold. This matchup seems atrocious. I'm not having fun. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not having fun anymore. I quit, okay? I quit. Yeah, that matchup seems like absolutely abysmal. But 3 and 2, not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. I do think I like this deck more than the other versions of Belcher. So felt like a lot more explosive. Has ways to beat Karn and Stony Silence because you're playing Stormscale Scion. You have additional threats, so you don't feel like all in on Belcher. I like this deck. I thought it was good. It seems like just a better version of Mono Blue, I think, especially given how fast the format is right now. So I like it. I don't hate it.